Okay, so let's talk about mornings. And I don't mean those, perfect, cheerful, sunshine and smoothies mornings you see all over Instagram. No, I'm talking about our kind of morning.
Yeah, if you're nodding your head right now, you get it. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And that feeling, it is not an exaggeration. For those of us with an ADHD brain, seriously, the first 30 minutes of the day can feel like an absolute battle. It's just a massive drain on our resources before we've even properly started.
All right, let's actually dive into what's going on here, because there's a real name for it. It's called the executive function gap. The best way to think about it is like a neurological bottleneck. And this is so important. It is not a personal failing. It's not about being lazy or not having motivation. It's all about the sheer amount of startup energy our brain has to burn through just to get going. I mean, look at this list. Deciding on a shirt, remembering to take your meds, trying to find your keys. These all sound like simple little tasks, don't they? But for our brains, every single one is a micro decision, and each one just chips away piece by piece at our mental battery. So by the time we finally get out the door, it feels like we've already navigated a total minefield, and honestly, we're already running on empty.
But what if? What if you didn't have to pilot that ship all by yourself every single morning? What if you could just outsource the entire takeoff procedure? This is where things get really interesting. We're talking about bringing in an external partner for your brain.
Now seriously, just take a second and imagine the relief. Imagine not having to hold like 15 different steps in your head at once. Instead, you've just got this calm voice in your ear, guiding you. And listen, this isn't even about being more productive in that hustle culture way. This is about energy preservation. It's about saving your absolute best brain power for the stuff that actually matters.
This right here, this needs to become our mantra. The most crucial point is this: stop wasting your good brain hours on the launch sequence. You've got to automate it, outsource it, do whatever it takes to protect that precious energy for the really important, creative, deep work that you're meant to do later. Okay, so let's get into the really practical stuff, the how-to. I'm about to give you the exact tool, the specific prompt that you can literally use tomorrow morning to change the entire game. And this just lays it out so clearly, right? On one side, you've got the typical morning chaos, decision fatigue, total time blindness, and of course, object blindness. Where are my keys? And on the other side, you have flow. You've got preset instructions, auditory anchors keeping you on track, and a final checklist scan so you actually leave with everything you need. Okay, this next part is absolutely critical. The secret here is voice mode. Why? Because the goal is to get ready, not to fall down a rabbit hole on your phone. We all know how that goes. By using the voice mode on an AI app, like your phone's assistant or ChatGPT, your hands stay free, your eyes are on what you're doing, and you're not one single notification away from losing 20 minutes. Trust me, it is a total game changer.
All right, here it is. This is the script. This is what you say. You open up your AI app, you hit that little voice icon, and you say this word for word. You're giving clear, direct commands to your brand new flight controller. You're basically setting the mission parameters for a perfect, successful launch.
So why does this one simple prompt work so ridiculously well? Well, it's not magic, even though it feels like it. It's actually based on cognitive science. It's engineered specifically to bypass the exact hurdles that our brains struggle with every single morning.
Let's break down exactly how it solves the core problems. First, it stops that overwhelm freeze. You know that feeling of task paralysis when you see a giant to-do list? By giving you only one thing to focus on, that's gone. Second, it breaks time blindness. That little 5-minute check-in from the AI, that's your external clock. It keeps you present. And maybe best of all, it is completely judgment-free. If you get distracted, which, let's be real, happens, the AI doesn't get annoyed. It just recalibrates the mission. No shame, just a simple course correction.
All right, let's bring this all home. The whole point of this system, of this launch sequence, it's not just about getting you out the door on time, it's about getting you out the door with a full tank. If you take away only one thing from this, let it be this. Stop trying to willpower your way through the morning. Just stop fighting your own brain. Your willpower is a super limited resource, and you're burning through it just trying to decide which socks to wear. It's time to start using tools that are built to work with your brain's unique operating system, instead of constantly fighting against it.
So here's your mission should you choose to accept it. Use the launch sequence. Outsource the boring stuff. Protect that executive function at all costs. Preserve your best energy for the brilliant, creative, important work that only you can do. Now, go make some magic.
And hey, as you're thinking about trying this out tomorrow, I'll leave you with one last question to chew on. If we can use a system like this to launch our day, well, what if we could use a similar script to help us land it at night? Something to think about.